We want justice by any means necessary. We want equality by any means necessary.
I'm not gonna help nobody get something my Negroes don't have. If I'm gonna die, I'll die now, right here fighting you.
Welcome to the first live edition of Online Marketing Growth Meetup with Salih. I am your host, Salih Abdul-Azeez, and it is Wednesday, January the 15th, 2025. And today we are going to cover one of the most important topics that any business owner, any real serious business owner has to start off with. Even if you have a business and you're trying to scale the business and you're thinking about, like, where did I go wrong? What's going wrong? I'm not able to grow. I'm not able to scale. What's happening? What's going on? Now, the topic of today is going to be extremely important because this has everything to do with your ability to scale, your ability to grow. And today's topic is, who is my audience? Who is my buyer? Who is my client? This is extremely important because before you launch any marketing campaign, one of the first steps is your buyer persona. This is why I mentioned yesterday, top of the funnel. Why is it important to start with top of the funnel for your business? Is because your top of the funnel is your audience, your client, your consumer base. Okay. This is important because you're going to build your marketing campaign based on your buyer, the audience. And not only that, you are going to create campaigns based on that audience, that avatar, right? And you're also going to build your creatives based on that audience. It is extremely important that you get this and you perfect this, because this is actually your business. Your business is based on your clientele. So in this episode, we are going to look at the buyer persona. And I kind of also want to give you guys some gems on how to take this buyer persona and use AI, to where you're using AI to help you come up with content, ideas, videos, email sequences based on this persona, this buyer persona. Okay, so let's go to the buyer persona. Now, this is just a general template on your avatar, your buyer persona, right? And what you want to do in this particular buyer persona is to get as detailed as possible. Create this individual, create this person who, this is your perfect client. If you could sit down and talk to this individual about your product or service that you want to offer, this would be that particular person that you want to talk to. And you can find this out by doing research. You can find this out by, if you have some clients, like let's say you have a business and you just kind of took off, like your business took off, and you really, you got clients from all over the place. You can't really pinpoint down, okay, this particular person with this particular background, with this particular education and this particular gender likes my product the most. You're just getting clients from all over the place, and people are just rocking with your product, your service, and you're just, you're growing. Um, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That generates revenue. But this is going to be your bread and butter. This is the person that's going to be, this is the person that we would consider in the 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 class of your LTV, like lifetime value person. They really actually rock with your brand. Sometimes you may have a customer that just kind of rock with the product or the service that you offer. Not necessarily they rock with your brand, right? Because you're trying to build a brand. So this buyer persona is a person who is going to rock with your brand. So their LTV is going to be with you over a period of time. You may offer one particular product. If it's a new business, you may offer one particular product, but over time, your business may grow and you may offer different products. This particular buyer is going to rock with you. They're going to be someone that they buy multiple times from you over a period of time. So it is important to narrow this down and get this right, this section right. And I wanted to just give you an example of a template of what, how a buyer persona looks. You don't necessarily have to use this particular template, but it can be just something that you can gauge and get a good idea of what a buyer persona looks like, what an audience looks like, audience persona looks like, what a client persona looks like, what an avatar looks like, right? And as you can see, if you look at the picture, it's the picture to no face. It's a picture, it doesn't have a face because it's a general buyer. It could be a female, it could be a male, it could be someone between, depending on your particular product and age category, a different age category. So the picture is just, it doesn't have a face. It doesn't need a face. Okay, so if you look at this, it starts off with, you can name, personalize it, as an individual who you're talking to. So personalize it. Give the persona a name and add, based on the different demographics, you can create a summary of this particular person so that when you go to create an online marketing campaign, your content, the content that you create is suitable, right? It's suitable for this particular buyer, this client, this audience, right? And it also helps with the algorithm with the different social media platforms. This is extremely important too, because that's a part of it too. The algorithm is just the people. The algorithm is just the people who are interested in your particular product, and they engage your product and service, which entails sends information back to the algorithm. Okay, these people, it's a lot of engagement, so this must be something that's popular. This must be something that is people are interested in it. So this is extremely important too, because this is the starting point, right? This is going to set, once you get this down correct, all your other marketing efforts are going to be easier. All your other testing is going to be easier. You're just going to be testing based on this particular persona, right? So as we look at this template, you see that number one, demographics, the age. What is the particular age of your general buyer, which may be completely different from business to business, right? The occupation. Are your buyers, are they college grads? Are they entrepreneurs? Maybe entrepreneurs. Just all depends. This is going to be specific to your business. Okay, your business, location, suburbs, Kansas City, where are they actually located? And I would say this is important because in your initial process of trying to find this buyers, you're going to want to kind of make your targeting broad, allow the social media platforms to go broad to find these people, right? So that's important. Unless you already, have kind of an established business that the social media platforms can use from, a client, an email list or a customer list. But we're beginners. We're beginners. Yeah, this is a beginner community. Gender. You may only sell to males. You may sell to males or females, wherever it may be. You can, the gender can be neutral, can be either or. Education. Once again, it depends on the educational level of your particular buyer. You may have a product for someone who is highly educated. You may or may not. This is just important, right? This is going to be a part of creating that summary. Hobbies and interests, right? What do they enjoy doing in their free time? Could be anything: vacationing, read books, cooking, whatever it may be. If you're selling a cooking book or a course, whatever it may be, maybe they may enjoy cooking. How and where do they spend their vacations, and on and on. This is going to be, once again, tailored to your particular audience based on your particular product or service. Goals. Goals, like, where do they see themselves? So you see that this is getting into this is why the more specific you make it, the more it's easy to create content around this. The challenges or the pain points. And this is going to be this can be, I would say, when you get to this particular section, it's going to be something related to the problem that you're going to solve. They have a challenge in something related to their business or related to or service, right? Something that they have a pain point with, and your business solves that problem, right? It could be someone who's a business owner who needs efficiency in their business, and they're trying to find a way or a system to automate certain services in their business, right? So your particular product could offer that, right? That's solving a pain point. Fear. What are their biggest fear, right? And this, once again, is going to be, it's related to someone that's in a business. They fear maybe going broke. Maybe they fear is they're not growing. Okay, right? They fear maybe, hey, I'm hiring employees and the employees is not as productive as I want them to be. A number of fears. This is going to be, once again, related to your product or services. and communication channels. How do they communicate? Now, this is going to be key when it comes to choosing a platform to grow on. You may have to use you may have to test different platforms: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Google Search, Google Display, LinkedIn. All of these different platforms, your audience is going to be on using one of these platforms. Okay, this is important, and it's okay in its initial stages, in your beginning stages, to test. You are never going to stop testing. You're going to always be testing in order to find this audience, right? In order to find this clientele base for you. Are they on their phones? Do they prefer emails, text messaging? Which blogs do they read? And there can be other parts of the persona too, but this is generally what is important when it comes to when you first start your online marketing process. You don't want to just create campaigns and just willy-nilly. You want to first get this persona, this this client base, your avatar, this is extremely important. Do not overlook this. Do not waste time. Really dig into who buys from you. Who is the person that buys from you, so that you're not wasting a lot of money trying to search for certain people. You kind of got an idea of who buys from you, who you want to target, so then you can create content for these people. This is important. Thank you. I'm going to wrap up this session, and as time goes on, I want to show you how to take that persona, put that into an LLM, a Chat GPT, a Claude, and create a persona for you to just go in and just type something in Chat GPT, and it will create content for that particular persona, because you've given your personal Chat GPT instructions on, this is the person I want to create content for. Thank you. Subscribe. Stay tapped in. I'm going to continue to give you gems and knowledge in order for you to grow your business. Peace.
Know what I'm talking about, man.
And I'm telling you the God's honest truth.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's